text before you've even read it. This can be seen in our article by the titles, giving us clues for example words like advocate, giving us clear direction about what the article is trying to argue. In the context of our title, we are going to be talking about abortion, and advocate gives us the idea that this article is about pro-life. Advocate is typically used in a negative connotation. This can be seen in our article, and just by the title, we're able to gain insight into the author's opinion or bias, which can also help us see the author is pro-life, so this is going to be an argument claiming why we shouldn't make abortion legal. A tip to remember pre-reading is a lot like going through your list. You have to look at the aisles and titles that will give you a gist of where you're going. Number 2, annotating. Annotating is a lot like trying to figure out your ingredient list. You're using all these little details to make something great, and annotating does the same thing. Annotating is finding and listing details that support the author's claim or main points. Annotating consists of underlining, finding bold words or italicized words, keeping points and evidence supporting the claim, along with commenting on the author's use of words or phrases in the text. However, marking up the text isn't the only way to annotate. Making comments, asking questions, and even making arguments against the author are all strategies for active reading, which correlate with annotating. And these questions and comments can help you get a better understanding of the text and how the text relates to you and other people around you. It makes the text a little more personalized instead of something you're just reading. Also, don't forget dates and key years. These can also be used to help you get a sense of how this issue has been affecting people. Like here in the abortion article, these dates are showing us, the reader, that this problem has happened a lot, and it's not a new problem, and we're still dealing with it today. When you're annotating, don't forget to look for sources and quotes. These can give you an idea gives you a little insight of what they were thinking when they were writing. All of the things I have stated can be seen throughout the article, with dates like 2020 and June 24th. This is more recent, it's not new. State law gives us the idea that, this is going to be about something legal, and whether it's legal or not. Here in our statement, Idaho law allows abortion in order to prevent a mother's death. This counteracts claims people who are pro-life, meaning this is going to be a conflict throughout the article. Now that you have all your ingredients, you can make your cinnamon rolls. Third and final, rhetorical analysis. Rhetorical analysis is a lot like putting all of your ingredients into a bowl and then mixing it all together to get your arguments, your main ideas, your points, the reason the author wrote the article in the first place. These all mix together with pre-reading, annotating, and questioning to help you comprehend the text in a way that allows you to relate to the author and, in general, enjoy the text a lot more, in my opinion. Rhetorical analysis also helps you find the reasoning as to why the author wanted to write the article in the first place. They go through all the work of writing to try and prove a point by building on that point as the reader of the text, making our own opinions based on the text and forming our own biases, which leads us to either supporting the author or disagreeing with the author. In this case, the author uses big names like the Constitution, the Senate, and the government to prove her point. Her point being babies should not be aborted under the law, to try and prove to an audience that believes abortion should be part of the law. Digging deeper into the text, we're also able to see that money is also a part of the problem, which is also a universal understanding. Based on those two things, we're able to decipher that the deeper point of this article, of her purpose, is that we shouldn't abort babies, and that this is going to cause a lot of impacts regardless of just aborting babies. Now that we've used 3 tools to help us understand what we're reading, it's time to enjoy.